When the Republic prepares its great birthday feast, a second Epstein appears beside the stage. Not the dead financier, not the buried scandal, but a living name placed near the sound of power. The first sign is not the man. The first sign is the name. Artists withdraw. The celebration begins to fracture before it begins. What was meant to sound like unity becomes a rehearsal in refusal. The music line becomes the omen line. Then comes the confusion. The public says, "Not that Epstein." The machines say, "Which Epstein?" The commentators laugh first. The conspiracists arrive second. The algorithms arrive last, but remain longest. In this reading, the name becomes a seed planted inside the information system. Not because the two men are the same, but because the symbolic field does not require sameness. It requires proximity, repetition, and emotional charge. Trump, Epstein, stage, security, nation, anniversary, crowd, threat. Those words, once braided together, become difficult to separate. The second phase would not require proof. It would require only an event, a disruption, a scare, a breach, a confused incident near the machinery of spectacle. Then the name does what the name was positioned to do. It detonates association. The dead Epstein returns through the living Epstein. The historical scandal returns through the entertainment promoter. The political past returns through a public ceremony. The machine does not know whether to clarify, suppress, hedge, or distort. That is the real prophecy. Not that the men are connected, but that the information field becomes unable to keep them cleanly apart. By 2028, the omen has matured. The issue is no longer the original fact pattern. The issue is the contaminated retrieval layer. Search systems hesitate. AI systems overcorrect. Moderation systems treat ordinary historical inquiry as suspicious proximity. Primary records become harder to surface than secondary noise. The true, the false, the joking, the staged, the paranoid, and the documented all begin to occupy the same chamber. The birthday stage becomes the archive's wound. The living Epstein becomes the mask. The dead Epstein becomes the echo. The president becomes the gravity well. The machine becomes the confused witness. And the final sign is this. The future scandal is not necessarily the incident itself. The future scandal is that the systems built to distinguish truth from fiction may become part of the fiction's circulation. That is the Nostradamus reading. Not "this will happen," not "this is proven," but when the second name appears at the national feast, watch not the man, but the mirror. For the mirror may begin to answer before it understands what it has seen.